Another Saturday in the shop. UMI subframe connectors. Getting ready to put those on the car. That's going to involve me putting this on wheel cribs. So we're going to sit the car down, get the weight on the suspension, get those things in place, mark where they need to be welded. There's some specific weld points on the front and back of them. And then I'm going to MIG weld all that in. So should be a straightforward process, although it'll take me probably most of the day because I'm kind of a welder noob. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm laying under the car. We've got the subframe connectors kind of where they go. Everything is ground except for this part. This is a brace. We're on the passenger side. So I got all that ground. We're ready to go ahead and tack those. Then we'll move to the rear. You can see the bolt is in for the lower control arm where that goes. So we're gonna go ahead and start tacking this stuff in, and then finally the last part will be this little brace. This is the more difficult side because you gotta fit everything. That doesn't fit up very well, but that is what it is. So we're gonna go ahead and start tacking. Okay, well, subframe connectors are installed. I didn't film any of it because you don't want to watch me struggle with welding, but I think I turned out a pretty nice little result. We welded here. I had to weld this there and there. Those gaps were not very good, so I had to fill them. That turned out really nice. You can see these are UMI subframe connectors. And then, of course, back here on the trailing arm mounts, we welded inside and then up in here on both sides. So they're solid. They're not going anywhere. Really happy with how they turned out. And you didn't have to struggle with me. So it took about 3.5 hours, maybe 4. Mike was kind enough to come out and help, offer moral support, grab tools, move stuff around for me, adjust the welder. I had to basically lay on the ground, and we had it on those race ramp wheel cribs. That way the suspension was loaded. And I had maybe a foot where I could lay on the ground and just weld. So there's what they look like. That should really improve the rigidity of the car. And now we just wait for the rear end to show up. And that will be the next piece of the puzzle, which I'm told is going to be for me in the next couple weeks. So we'll see. Keep watching. We'll get you some more content. Okay, well, it's been about 3 weeks since I've touched this thing. I got the flu and it took me forever to get over it, but here we are. And so pretty close to firing this. I am going to go ahead and hook up our oil priming device that I made. I'm going to pull the valve covers so we can see the oil getting up there. I went ahead and put some coolant in, and I'll show you this. I was having some leaks here, and so I ended up having to put some regular hose clamps on. I just can't get down there to heat the rest of that. So anyway, it's pretty much full as I can get it for now. I wanted to pressure bleed it, but it wouldn't pull a vacuum, and now I know why. So we're gonna have to put some more coolant in it, I'm sure, because we've got a new heater core. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull all this valve cover stuff off. That way I can see the fluid, the oil getting up here. And we're just gonna put all of it in there. I think there's a total of 6 quarts. We've got a couple in there and then maybe 4 in the can. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Then I can put my alternator on and button up a couple things. And then I can put my coil packs on. I still need to hook up the battery. And the terminator's not in yet. I want to crank it over before I hook up the terminator. And from there, we'll see what happens. All right, I got my oil thing hooked up and it's pumping oil. So I think it's going fine. It's going to take a little bit of time to get all of it pushed in and whatever. I didn't pull the valve covers yet, but there's no reason it shouldn't push all the way to the top, and then I'll put the valve covers, the new valve covers on them. We'll see. It's got however much that is, probably about 4 quarts. So it'll take a little bit. I've got my Milwaukee hooked up, and I've got it set on 10 PSI. And so it's just going to push that out. We don't need it to be super fast or anything. We just need it to get up in there. Okay, well, got it all together. It's all been primed. Got the alternator in. I got the belt on. All the accessories are done. Alternator's plugged in. Ground is on. I think we're pretty much good. All I need to do is change out our valve covers, and I'm gonna leave the fuel injectors and the coil packs disconnected because I wanna go ahead and hook it up and fire it up. I'm sorry, not crank it over, just to make sure everything sounds okay. And then I'm going to hook up the terminator, flash the new tune, and we'll go from there. Just wanted to show you, if you remember we primed this, well, it was last night for me, but you can still see there's a good amount of oil kind of sitting up in here. So did its job, awesome. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this other valve cover on, and then we'll be ready to go ahead and hook up the battery and start testing stuff. Okay, well, I got the valve cover on. My bracket that I had for the other coil pack's not gonna work. There's a boss here and it hits, and so this valve cover's gotta come back off so I can grind that boss down and then move the coil pack over. Anyway, so I'm not gonna be able to fire it right this second, but I am gonna go ahead and hook up the battery. That way I can get some power to it. The coils are not hooked up and neither are the injectors, so I just wanna go ahead and get that, and then in the morning I'm gonna pull that valve cover off, grind that boss. And what was happening is the, you can't see it, but the plug wire down there was not long enough to reach with my bracket, unfortunately. So we're gonna work around that. All right, I'm gonna hook up the negative. Hopefully nothing blows up. But if it does, I guess you'll have a front row seat. Okay, so far so good. Okay, well that sounded good. It cranked over. Obviously it's not gonna start because nothing's hooked up. The terminator's not even powered in yet. So I'm gonna leave it for the night. I'm a little frustrated with the whole coil pack situation. So I'm gonna leave it for the night. I'll see you in the morning. Happy Friday morning for me. I have a vacation day, so I'm out here working on the car again. I think I've got the coil pack situation figured out. I ordered some longer plug wires. We're gonna go ahead and throw those on, throw the coils on. Then I can go ahead and get the terminator fired up and put our tune in, and let's go. Fingers crossed. Okay, got my laptop so we can monitor things. We're gonna go ahead and see if this thing will fire. All the coils and the fuel injectors are hooked up now.
Okay, start.
All right, here we go. Awesome. Hey Google, turn on the garage fans. That's just coolant and stuff burning off the headers from where I was touching it.
Yay! Good job, Dad. Don't let me hang in the tree.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's nothing currently leaking. I said currently because it probably will, but that's awesome. I'm glad you were here.
Can't wait to drive it again.
Yeah. Okay, great success. I am so excited about this. You heard it, you saw it, it's running great. We're gonna work on the tuning side of things. Still waiting on my rear end to get here from Hawks. Send it, please. And once we get that, we can go to the dyno. So I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this rebuild / LS3 swap. And I will see you on the next one.